you're new to riding, these might be some insights for you that, well, frankly, I wish I would have had when I was taking a look at it myself. Okay, y'all, welcome to my video where we're talking about hard versus soft panniers. You can see them back here. We got a hard one on the BMW 800 and a soft one on the Honda Africa Twin. And let me tell you something, I have just done my first, I'm gonna say I did about 3,500 miles off-road between North Carolina and Oregon, and it was across the Trans-American Trail. Pretty tough riding, I'd say, for sure. So I'm gonna give you my opinions from somebody who has no experience in this world, so I don't have any preconceived ideas in my head. If you're new to riding, these might be some insights for you that, well, frankly, I wish I would have had when I was taking a look at it myself. As I stated, there are two basic different kinds, the soft pannier and the hard pannier. Both of those bags have done every mile on the Trans-American Trail with me. I think it gives me a pretty good perspective on how they each perform. So now when it comes to hard bags, these are the Jesse Luggage, and I was really impressed with how they held up with all of the falls and all of the dings and scratches. These bags have literally been dropped dozens of times on rocks and in brutal mountain crossings, and I'll tell you, we could just beat them out with a hammer anytime they got bad. Very, very durable when it comes to that stuff, and you can just, like I said, just keep straightening it out as you go. Definitely an advantage to these bags. Another one of the advantages to these bags is every night, if you're staying at a hotel or anywhere where you're going inside, you can simply lock these like a normal hard bag, and there's really no way for anybody to steal whatever you have in there. It may not seem like a big deal, but not having to unload all of your bike every night is definitely an advantage to these bags. You just lock it up and you're safe. Same thing whenever you're going into a city or anything crowded, maybe somewhere where crime may be higher, you know your stuff is more secure here. The soft bags just do not offer that same security. This specific model does have a lock back here, so I can lock the bag to the bike, but still it would be very easy for somebody to get inside that bag and get my contents out if I left it there overnight. So when it comes to the comparison on security between these two bags, I don't think there is a comparison. The hard bags are definitely the better option when it comes to security and ability, just simplicity of traveling day after day. That little stuff really does add up. Safety is probably the biggest one for me right now, considering I'm new and most of the people riding with me are fairly new, including my girlfriend who owns that GS back there. Ashley, thanks for letting us use your bike. You're beautiful. This is where we had an accident recently. A buddy of mine, Freddie, a combat vet, went down on that bike and the bag actually broke his ankle. Now I think that's a compilation of two things. I think he could have had a more quality boot, but I also think that that is much less of a risk when it comes to these soft bags. You see, what happens is a lot of times when people get going and they're uncomfortable, they start doing their feet like this. And then when you're doing this and that ground drags your foot back and you go down, your leg is getting pinched between this bag and the ground. The soft bag is for sure a lot safer when it comes to those dangers. Like I said, I speak from experience. We just had these bags crush my buddy's leg, and we had to get him out into an airport. So the safety is definitely an important thing there. Another thing you may want to consider if you're looking at the soft bags versus the hard bags is what you're putting in them. And what I mean is a laptop, a computer, things like that are much more protected in these hard bags if you go over than they will be in these soft bags. These soft bags will give, and you could break LCD screens or buttons or keys or anything on an electronic. So that's another big advantage to the hard cases, is you could put, you know, valuable things in there that you don't want to get broken. And you really just don't have to worry too much about it. The worst thing you gotta worry about is it vibrating in there and getting scratched. And that you can do with wrapping and padding and things like that. Blunt impact brakes, it's hard to stop those in a soft bag. Weather. Weather's a big deal. So how waterproof are they? I think these bags start out very waterproof, but as you're beating them up and working on them and hitting them with hammers to straighten them back out, you can get, you know, some cracks and stuff where I see water could probably get into that bag at this point. At this point, if I had something precious, I'd want to wrap it in something waterproof inside that bag still. Where these bags, still no problem at all. They are still watertight, waterproof. Rain comes or not, I don't have to worry about it. They're good to go. So the long and the short of it is there's no real right or wrong answer. It really just depends on your needs. At some points in your riding experience, some needs maybe more than others. Like for me right now, the need for safety is probably the better thing, and well, now that I've experienced it myself, I'm gonna have to switch that bike from hard bags to soft bags. So I got a hold of Moscow Moto, same bags I'm running here, which I have been completely happy with so far. They've just been great, and I'm gonna outfit Ashley's bike with some Moscow Moto bags, and whoever's riding it, Ashley or anybody she's nice enough to let ride it, uses it, they'll have at least a little bit safer bag back there for them. And in the end, with the inexperienced riders that are on this bike, I just think this is the best choice.
What about the look?
I do love the way these hard bags look. They look very military-esque, very tough, very badass, if you will. But I do love the Moscow looking bags as well. They look like they're there to do some business. So I'm excited to see what this bike looks like with the Moscow Moto. This is where I'm going to tell y'all, if you have not yet, please click that thumbs up, turn that thing blue for us. It really makes a difference, and please share this video with anybody that you think might be interested or thinking about saddlebags on motorcycles. We really appreciate it. Stay tuned, you'll see what the final product looks like. I'm just going to do a quick change. There they are, the bags for the bike. And there it is with the full bag system installed, ready to rock and roll on the bike. I do have to say, I do think this is a good look for this bike. The soft bags are just a unique look. Now you see kind of a rack here where you can put some stuff in the back seat there. I also got the 30 duffel, which will strap down right there on the bike. That's a nice thing about this Moscow stuff, is it all goes together. So I like it, I like their system. I've used it now for several thousand miles of off-road with zero experience and found it to be good stuff. Worked well. Both luggages really did work well. This is just gonna work a little better for my situation. I'll leave it up to you to decide which one works better for yours. If you wanna see what the bike looks like without the bags on it, here's a look at that as well. All right guys, the BMW GS 800, the Honda Africa Twin. We went from the hard bags to the soft bags for our reasons, but I'll leave it up to you to decide which reasons are most important to you and which bag might work best for the trip you're about to take. All I know is you should enjoy it while you're out there. And until the next video, if you have not yet, please click that subscribe button, y'all. It means the world to us. And we'll be out there on the road showing you another adventure in tomorrow's video.